Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. So President Donald Trump has declared war on the Republican Party. You heard that right. On the rhinos, Republican in name only, like Trader Thune and other, traitors in the Senate. See, yesterday he did his rally in Pennsylvania. He stood there and said, I promise you guys, I will make sure they pass the Save America Act. Then this morning, there was supposed to be a big signing ceremony of a housing bill where all the senators were going to join Trump because it's a bipartisan bill. Trump canceled it. And he said, I'm not signing it or anything else until I sign the Save America Act first. Then he got in the beast, drove to the Senate chambers and confronted every single Republican to their face. And I'm about to show you the proof. Do me a huge favor, smash that thumbs up, subscribe, leave me a comment. How is your day going? And really quickly, before we get into that, today's sponsor is VERITY Metals. Ladies and gentlemen, right now is a perfect time to get gold, silver, platinum, or other precious metals. They took a big dip because there's a market correction. Now, protect IRAs, 401ks, retirement plan, or if you're just a stacker, VERITY Metals is the company for you. They're located in Glendale, Arizona. They're amazing people. Call or text 888-328-6105. Links are down below in the description. Now, I'm going to show you two videos. Here's Trump last night.
And we will pass the Save America Act to protect our sacred American election. And in the Save America Act, it's very simple. All voters must show a photo, voter ID. Very nice. May we see a picture, please? All voters must provide proof of citizenship. And there will be no mail-in ballots except for illness, disability, military deployment, or travel.
Now, this was... This was Speaker Mike Johnson. Listen to what he said this morning.
Trump announced that he is canceling the bill signing for the housing bill that you all were just talking about. He said he's canceling it until the SAVE Act is passed, and he called this housing bill, which passed with such bipartisan support, of minor importance, and said it pales in comparison to the SAVE Act. What is your reaction?
Yeah, my reaction is the truth of the matter. I spoke to the president for 20 minutes before I went in and gave that rousing speech to the House Republicans this morning. He and I've talked about this a lot. He has expressed the priority and the preference of the Save America Act. We share that. We passed it 3 times in the House. The latest version was passed a few months ago, and it has proof of citizenship to register to vote and the proof of showing a photo ID when you show up to vote. Basic issues that 90% of Americans agree. 70% of Democrats think you ought to have a photo ID to vote, and citizenship to vote in an American election is already in the law. But we have to enforce it because you got a few blue states that don't do that. The president believes in election integrity. He talks about it all the time, and we do as well. In act and deed, we have stood for that. We passed the Save America Act again. Here's this. Let me finish this. This is very important. That is the top priority, because if you do not have safe elections in this grand experiment in self-governance that we have in a constitutional republic, you don't have anything. And we got to ensure it. We have to press for election integrity measures. That's why we've made it a top priority. It has been stuck in the Senate, and here's why. Because no Democrat in the House or Senate will vote for the Save America Act. Those two things I just told you, they vote against that.
So
we're just going to talk about Save America.
So if you are Leader Thune, you need to stop making excuses for why you don't have the votes. And go get the votes. You're the leader. You're supposed to go get the votes. Blackmail the Democrats. I know you got dirt on them. So now we know for a fact that it's not the House of Representatives that is stalling the Save America Act. They passed it 3 times in the last, I believe, 6 or 7 months. 7 months. It's the Senate. Let's keep calling Thune. Call your senator. Put pressure on their necks. And let's get the Save America Act. While as long as President Trump is talking about this, I believe we still have a chance and it's going to get passed. Stay MAGA.